Comics and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link. Good morning! Good morning, my little nerds. It is Friday, also known as Pie Day. Forgot the mic again. It's Friday, Pie Day, March 14th, and it's your last daily dose of dork for the week. Getting down by myself. I'll just keep dancing. No big whoop. I hope you've enjoyed your week. It's time for the weekend. I got some farming to do, of course, after this. Just gonna put a shout out there. When you come in, make sure to do me a huge favor. Give me a big fat thumbs up. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. And ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy content. Just wait a couple seconds. Hello! Good morning, hyperspace heroes! Good morning! I finally have someone to yell good morning to. It's my favorite part of the podcast. I have lemon water this morning. I've already had my coffee. We all know what happens when I have more than one cup of coffee. I get a little crazy. All right, guys, we got a lot to get into. Well, not like a whole lot. We got a few things. Tom Cruise as Jor-El. Super weird. But that's our meat and potatoes topic. We need our appetizers first. We got a couple headlines to get through before we get to our main topic. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy goodness. All right. Time to dig in, y'all. Hyperspace Hero says, had a cup of Wookiee cookie coffee this morning. Really? Is that a pop culture coffee blend? Let me know. I love Pop Culture Coffee by Kyle Newman and Dan Madsen. Those guys are cool. I need to get some of their Klingon, their Ractigino. I don't know why I just said Klingon, but their Ractigino. I need Ractigino. I need my own Ractigino. So I need to order that. All right, guys. Bones brand, eh? I'll have to look into that. Let's dive into our headlines. Good morning, deranged lunatic. Good morning. Good evening. Good morning. Good morning, Penny. Hello, my friend. Good morning, everyone. Hey, that's my face. That's weird, right? Let's find my bookmarks. Where are my bookmarks? Here we go. Ta-da! It's a lot of stuff coming out about Marvel. Not a whole lot of DC, but a lot of Marvel. Ooh. Sorry about that. Okay. So we got some looks at Charlie Cox on set while filming season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. And looks like they're going to break out the black suit. Is this the Shadowland suit? Ooh. Moon Knight, Elektra, Spider-Man, Shang-Chi, Luke Cage. Yeah, that's the Shadowland suit. What do you guys think? Are you guys liking Daredevil Born Again? I sure am. Frickin' loving it. Loving it. But tell me what you think about these behind the scenes on location. Pardon me, they're outside. That makes it location. From Daredevil Born Again season 2. All right, so a lot of stuff going on with the Russos and the upcoming Doomsday and Secret Wars films they're currently working on. The Russos have denied claims that the leaked MCU concept art was from Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. Nothing spoiling in there. That's not our concept art, they told the Hollywood Reporter. I mean, they could be absolutely full of it. They could be full of it. But Josh from Den of Nerds says that he loves these guys, MCU The Direct, but they're also the same dudes that said Nova was in a shot in Endgame and Eric Voss took years off his life to try and find it. And then they just came out and said they were just screwing with people. So they could be, who knows? Loki Jar said, "Good morning, Loki." And I keep like yanking bits of my hair out with this ring. Good morning, Loki. Yeah, they could be full of it. Lying. Penny's giving some thumbs up. God, Penny, I just love you. I just love you. You are so supportive. You comment on literally everything I post, and I love you for it. Thank you. It does not go unnoticed. Yeah, I think they're full of it. I think they're lying because because I got messages when I shared one of the posts, when I shared some stuff that was on that website that got leaked. I got messages from people asking me to take it down because it was going to ruin their friend's career. And my response was like, did you send this exact same message to the literally thousands of other people that have shared this? Little old me, just me, I'm going to ruin this person's career all by myself. Yeah, so why did anyone care about it if it's not true? Good morning, Omari. Shouldn't the Russos be promoting their new Netflix movie, Electric State? Oh, wait, never mind. People are saying it's terrible. I'm going to watch it today and find out for myself. And I'm going to review it. I'm actually going to write a review. I need to write a review for Mickey 17 too, because I really enjoyed Mickey 17. I did. But I think the Russos are lying. I think it actually was concept art because people were a little upset about it. But I think that Marvel had something to do with it. I think it's their new marketing tactic. And I wouldn't say it's new. We're just kind of figuring it out. Loki Jarson says Electric State cost $320 million. You've got to be kidding me. That is so much money. Can we stop spending that kind of money? Dude, not just electric. Hold on. Getting super Midwestern here. Here we go. This is what I wanted to show you. No, not this one. Where's it at? Did I not? So I can't find the post. Like I actually bookmarked it and now I can't find it. But they've already spent $8 million in pre-production. $8 million in pre-production for Doomsday and Secret Wars. Good morning, Maria. Buenos dias. Good morning, my dear. So yeah, they've already spent $8 million in pre-production. And apparently, the production company behind this, or the working title for the production company in the UK, they're calling it For All Time Productions. So big TVA movie. Good morning, Scarif Scuttlebutt Podcast. I'm heading off to a crime scene, he says, but he wanted to say hello to everyone. Hello, my friend. Hello. I get this one hair that won't stay where it belongs. Just this one hair, Ro. Just this one hair is unmanageable. The rest is great. You know what that's like, right? Loki says 8 million for some concept art and storyboarding, basically. They do that previs stuff too. So 8 million. This is getting out of hand. This has gotten out of hand. The amount of money that these studios are spending on subpar, mediocre films is just baffling to me. Absolutely baffling. You know, we've talked about this before, but we need to really shrink budgets on films because there's no real creative process. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not being very articulate right now, but I feel like when you have a lower budget and you got to work with what you got, it really forces you to be more creative. It forces you to find more creative solutions to problems, and you end up getting amazing sets, amazing. I don't know words today. But seriously, I feel like when you have a lower budget, you have more practical sets, you have more creative thought processes, more creative solutions. Invention, necessity is the mother of invention. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's just, it rings true virtually everywhere. You need to learn to work with what you have. And I think when you force people to, build from the ground up, it ends up being more personal. You have to work harder for it, so it means more. Is that making any sense to anyone else? I feel like I'm just talking out of my rear as usual. Deranged Lunatic says, if you had told them in old Hollywood that someday they would be spending over 300 million on a movie, they would have thought you were crazy. That's so very true. Loki says, the more producers a thing has, the more it costs for some odd reason. Could it be the salaries? And you're also working into that budget, putting people up in hotels, meals, you name it. That's part of the budget. And that's a little insane to me. Scarif Scuttlebutt Podcast would love to see what the ratio is of a motion picture spending budget. I know unions have a nice big chunk, and being in a union myself, I'm all for it, but I agree, less money forces you to be more creative. Thank God someone understood what I was trying to say. I should write things down more. It helps. But yeah, $8 million on pre-production is insane to me. Absolutely insane to me. Sometimes less is more, y'all. Less is more. David Harbour. Speaking of less is more, the Thunderbolts. David Harbour says that the Thunderbolts are not necessary to the greater MCU in a big way. There is such freedom to this, he says. We can sort of do anything because we have zero expectations and any of us can die at any moment, he tells Empire magazine. Awesome. I think Thunderbolts is shaping up to be probably one of the best things Marvel has done in a long time. You need some standalones. You need some standalones. You don't have to watch this movie. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. I'm not sure that's what he's saying. Rose says, we speak the same language. We sure do. Geek. it's all geek to me. I think what David Harbour is saying is you don't have to do MCU homework, which the general audience is absolutely sick of. I know a lot of nerds are sick of it, but the general audience isn't going to sit and watch 25 movies and a million streaming series and special presentations just to watch one movie and understand what's going on. They're the general audience. They're normies. The MCU is not the general audience's life. And that has really hurt Marvel recently. You know, they've built up this giant bubble. In fact, one of the other articles I came across said that Marvel gave the Russos a very expensive deck of playing card, like baseball card type things. Okay, so they gave them like collector's cards for every single character that has appeared in the MCU. And it wasn't just like, oh, here's this nice collector's item for these great directors. No, it was, here, you're going to need these to keep up. You're going to need these to keep up. They've got so many characters and so many plates in the air, so to speak, that you need this deck of character cards to keep track of everything. And you don't necessarily need that for the Thunderbolts. It's got a lower budget. It's more stripped down. And these are a bunch of characters that don't really truly connect to the greater MCU, so you could kill them off. We'll wait for Marvel's Suicide Squad to hit Disney Plus to watch, says Hyperspace Heroes Podcast. I get that. I mean, and Marvel's kind of done that to themselves. They've put out so much mid-tier to subpar product lately that people aren't in this huge hurry to rush to the movie theater. This one I will probably see in the theater. The more I see from it, the more I hear about it, I'm getting some hype. I think it's something that Marvel has definitely needed. And I think it might be one of the best things that's come out in a while. It's certainly going to be better than Captain America Missed Opportunity. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think. Anyone else have any hype for Thunderbolts? Like I said, the more I see from it, I'm picking up what they're throwing down. Most definitely. I am looking forward to it. And I love David Harbour as anything really. But I really love him as Red Guardian. He's absolutely hilarious. He's hilarious. You know, Marvel has really not seen the value in standalone episodes, standalone movies. Something that Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Star Trek, they were all very famous for. They had this beautiful ability to create this, not only this long overarching storyline, but standalones throughout. And that kept it interesting and fresh. Marvel has not done that. They've avoided that entirely. Everything has to be entirely connected and da 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 da. And it gets convoluted and confusing, especially for the general audience. It becomes overwhelming. So a good standalone is definitely what's needed. Penny says she'll probably go see it. Take them grandbabies with you, honey. Yeah. Scarif Scuttlebutt says, I actually think Marvel is doing a better job than Star Wars when it comes to putting out material. I think there is more subpar Star Wars than there is a Marvel. I said what I said. I agree. I agree with you. Good morning, Nerdling First Class Backyard TARDIS. Good morning. He says, I really miss standalone episodes. Streaming has ruined TV. Oh, the babies are too young. Well, thank you for not taking babies to the movie theater. Good morning, Fernando. Good morning, buenos dias, sir. All right. All righty. So, thank you, David Harbour, for giving us more reasons to watch Thunderbolts. This Divinity Seeker guy, again, I've heard he's just dumb. Josh, Den of Nerds told me that he's like just total crap. But sometimes it's fun to see what he's spouting. You know, blind squirrels and broken clocks and all. Divinity Seeker is saying now that big news, I can confirm that Sadie Sink is in the Vision Disney Plus series that has just begun filming. This will mark her first MCU appearance before next year's Spider-Man 4. If this is true, does it give more credence to her playing Jean Grey or take away from the idea of her playing Jean Grey? What do you guys think? Fernando weighs in on the streaming discussion. Streaming is trash. It's damaging movies at theaters. Dude, yeah. Because the movie's like in the theater for 3 weeks and then it's streaming. I hate that so very much. Loki says, insiders that jump over each other to get scoops like it matters. Yeah, there's a bunch of them that are just kind of full of it. Full of it. Where did that go? There it is. There it is. But yeah, he's saying that she's in the Vision series. So Fernando says that he believes it takes away from the rumor that she is Jean Grey. So there's one vote for not Jean Grey. And we have more information about who she's playing. I'm going to get to that right after this. I'm kind of building up to that one. So in the Vision, this is Divinity Seeker. So he could be totally 100% full of malarkey. Full of it. All right, let's see. Here we go. So Charles Murphy says Sadie Sink's MCU role may have been revealed, and it's the worst option possible. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ro. He says, hey, everyone, make sure to support Danny and scan that QR code at the top right-hand corner. Hashtag buy her a coffee. It takes you right here. buymeacoffee.com/comics and MUA. Thank you, Rosef. You the best. You the best. Okay, so I'm going to show you the article. We're going to look through it and see what Charles Murphy has to say about Sadie Sink's role in the MCU. Okay. He says Hollywood insider Jeff the In Snyder, who originally reported that Marvel was interested in Sink for the role of Jean Grey in their upcoming X-Men reboot, has now shared that a source informed him that it sounds like Sync will be playing Mary Jane Watson in Spider-Man 4. Really? After they just said, nope, that's not what it's going to be. Let's face it, Tiger, Marvel didn't hit the jackpot here. Sync is a talented young actress and will certainly perform wonderfully in the role. However, given some of the other options on the table, even without knowing the plot of Spider-Man 4, it seems as though Marvel has chosen poorly. One of the most consistent rumors about Spider-Man 4 is that given its words are hard. Is that given its position as a direct follow-up to Avengers Doomsday, it won't be set on Earth 616, but rather in Battle World, first seen in 1984's Marvel superhero Secret Wars 1. Battle World is a heterogeneous hodgepodge. Big words. Heterogeneous hodgepodge planet made up of bits of various realities from around the multiverse. More or less, on Battle World, just about anything is possible and just about anyone could show up. True story. It was also the introduction of Venom. Marvel and Sony took considerable heat over the years for casting Zendaya as their franchise's MJ Michelle Jones Watson. Casting Sync as Mary Jane Watson, even as a character from another reality, could be read as the studio giving into the noise from online trolls. It remains to be seen in the residents of Battle World should it truly be the setting of Spider-Man 4, are aware of their own pasts. However, if the studio's next move after wiping everyone's memory of Peter Parker is to wipe Parker's memory as well, it will likely only further fire up the fandom, many of whom were looking forward to seeing a street-level friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Oh, I hope he is wrong. Deranged lunatic. Danny, are you telling me the Hollywood lies? Good morning, Taco Cat. Good morning. Loki Jarson. That's not the worst option, you dope. F this guy. Well, the multiversal stuff is, they're not using it right. For those who actually read comic books know that a multiversal story is used to clean up convoluted comic books. When they've gotten too messy, they use it to clean up. Are they using it to clean up, or are they using it as, oh God, people just love multiverse stuff? Fernando says, why do these chicken bleep studios give in to online trolls? Loki says, they've never used it right since the Loki show. I like the Loki series. I do. And it seemed like they were going to use it right because they, the pruning. They have the timeline being pruned. I really wanted her to be Jean Grey. And I hope that this could be wrong. All right. These are all just rumors. So take it with a grain of salt. But I could see her as MJ, and I could see a lot of people liking that, save the redheads and all that. We'll see. It all remains to be seen. We'll find out next year. All will be revealed in 2026. But tell me what you guys think. Do you think it's a good idea to do Spider-Man 4 in Battle World and have Sadie Sink as Mary Jane Watson? If this is true, that she's from a different reality and on Battle World, then the Divinity Seeker thing can't be true. And vice versa. Because why would she be in the Vision series? That doesn't make sense. We'll find out. We will find out. We'll find out. All right, guys. Enough with that one. Back Back to our rev. Oh, hey, good morning, Yoda be pimpin'. Good morning. I love the good mornings. I so do. All right, back to our headlines. Okay. Where are we at? Severance. Any Severance fans out there? I flippin' love Severance. That is Dave and I's thing together. We watch it together. One of my favorite shows. I absolutely love it. It's so brilliantly put together. Like, but if they don't flip and tell me next Friday at least something about what those damn numbers are and what those files are for, I am going to riot. We are 2 seasons in. What are the numbers for? What is going on? But the Severance season 2 finale will be an hour and 16 minutes long. That's good. That's good. I mean, because I've enjoyed this season. It's some of John Turturro's finest work. I mean, that man is an absolute master of his craft. Episode 4 with Irving and hell, absolutely incredible. I don't want to spoil it in case you guys haven't seen it, but if you haven't watched Severance, I absolutely highly recommend that you do. I know Mrs. Scariff Scuttlebutt podcast doesn't like sci-fi, but I really think you should show her, Ro. I think that's something you guys might enjoy together. But Severance 2 or Severance season 2 finale is going to be over an hour long. Tell me what you guys think in the chat. Tell me what you think. I'm excited. Love it. All right. Moving on, Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, which is currently in production right now. A lot of things have been pretty locked down until recently. A Greek media source, it says here, oneman.gr entertainment. Yeah, oneman.gr. Oh, this is all entirely in Greek. Like, entirely Greek alphabet, everything. But he reported that he's discovered some of the roles that the actors are playing. So we know who's been cast. We've known that for a while, but we haven't known who's playing whom. He says Matt Damon is Odysseus. I think we already knew that. But Matt Damon as Odysseus, Tom Holland as Telemachus, Zendaya as Athena, Charlize Theron as Circe, Anne Hathaway as Penelope, Benny Safdie as Agamemnon, and Lupita Nyong'o as Clement. And I know how to say this, but for some reason you put the camera on me and I'm like, what? Clytemnestra. That's it. Clytemnestra. Greek is so hard. And I love Greek mythology. I do, but it's so hard. Clytemnestra. So, Zendaya as Athena, Charlize Theron. I love Charlize Theron. There's a joke in the house that she is my girlfriend, but I absolutely love her. Atomic Blonde is one of my favorite movies, but she is Circe, and I love it. I love that. That's excellent casting. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait. Good morning, Nerdling First Class Kino. Where you been? Where you been? Good morning. So, anyone hyped for the Odyssey? Anyone? Tell me what you think of the chat. What do you think of this casting? I think it's a good cast. I think it's a great cast, especially Charlize Theron. Love her. Anne Hathaway. I love Anne Hathaway's acting. I just do. I think she's great. Kino says, we'll see what happens. As always. As always. All right, guys. And now for what we came to talk about. So, according to Jeff Snyder, sorry, my ear itches. According to Jeff Snyder, there are major casting surprises in Superman. Maria says, awesome casting for the Odyssey. I agree. This airbrush makeup is very dry. I feel like I check. Like, not. So, major casting surprises that we know nothing about that has been kept locked down until apparently now for the Superman movie. And one of them, one of the biggest, they say, is the possibility of Tom Cruise playing Superman's father, Jor-El. Really? It feels unbelievable. It feels unbelievable because Tom Cruise is one of the priciest actors out there. First and foremost, he's super expensive to cast. He's never really done a superhero movie that I know of. Has he? And Jor-El? But remember when The Flash came out? The Flush. Remember when that came out? And Tom Cruise gave his personal review. He said it was the best superhero movie he's ever seen. He absolutely loved it. And have we ever heard him comment on any superhero movie before? Does that lend credence to this? Kino says, nope, I want Tom as Tony Stark variant for Secret Wars. Can't see him as Jor-El. All right. Fair enough. Penny says, no way. She doesn't believe it. Backyard Tarta says, do they need Jor-El to run or something? That's funny. That's funny. That's a good one. Fernando says, this is crazy news. I completely agree. Kino says he was going to do Youngbloods back in the day, but it fell through. Okay. Fernando says there's been plenty of rumors of Tom Cruise in comic book roles for a while. Rumors, yes. But actually being in one? No. Kino, Jor-El does his own stunts. And Deranged Lunatic says that he'll believe it when he sees it. Okay. Yeah, it seems like we're all kind of on the same page here. Like, I don't want Tom Cruise anywhere near my superhero stuff. And I've said that forever. I just don't. Loki Jar said, how does this help the movie? Really? People aren't more likely to go to a Superman movie for a Tom Cruise cameo. I agree. I think everyone kind of feels the same way about Tom Cruise. Like, he does Mission Impossible stuff. He, you know, it doesn't feel like his wheelhouse at all. And it feels like a desperate move. If he is in this movie, it feels like a desperate move. And did he do it for free or something? Because DC has no money. No money. They can't afford Tom Cruise. Kino says if they needed star power to push the film, they should have cast Cavill as Jor-El. That would I think that if they cast Henry Cavill as Jor-El in the new DCU in a Superman movie, that 50% of the audience would freaking love it, and the other 50% would riot, would absolutely explode. Cast Cavill as either Superman or Jor-El, Kino says. Like I said, 50% of the audience would absolutely love to see Henry Cavill as Jor-El. They would accept that. But then the other 50%, you know exactly who I'm talking about, would lose their minds and rage. They would absolutely rage. Kino says, it'll be a respectful handing off the torch. I can see that. I'm totally team you on this one. But certain other I wasn't going to say it. Media said it for me. Snyder crybabies. He says, and have Ben Affleck as Thomas Wayne. I could see that too. I mean, let's face it. They're older now. These are older men. Okay? They can't keep playing these young-ish characters. Let's get Ben Affleck as Thomas Wayne. I'm here for it. Or, oh my God, I'm having a thing. No, I still want Michael Keaton as old Bruce Wayne in a Batman Beyond project. I still want that. I'll tell RDJ all day long. He's playing Doom. He's playing Doom now. But I still want Michael Keaton as old Batman for a Batman Beyond movie. That would just make money. People would throw money at it. They're just letting money lay there on the table. And apparently giving it to Tom Cruise. Possibly. I hope this isn't true. I really hope it's not true. I think it would be dumb. A really dumb move. But there is a possibility. I wonder what these other major cameos would be. Loki says, whatever, they won't even make the Batman 2. Yeah, I don't think they're making the Batman 2. I don't think that's happening. I don't think it's happening. Kino Review says, mixed on that Keaton would be great for Batman Beyond. Same with Ben, but yes, Keaton will be the fan favorite. Because I was going to say, what if we had Ben Affleck as old Bruce Wayne or older Bruce Wayne for a Batman Beyond movie? But then I'm like, you're going to have to use Keaton. Like, you're just going to have to. For one, he's old enough. He's old enough to look, you know, ancient. I can't believe I said that. Ben Affleck's not quite there yet. But he could do a Thomas Wayne. Easy. Easy. But I'm not on board for Tom Cruise as Jor-El. He would have to work really hard to make me find that believable and buy into it. Kino says, cast Ben Affleck as Thomas for a take 2 on Flashpoint. Yeah, can we get like a real Flashpoint? Flashpoint is such a good story, and they just shit all over it. Awful. Awful. I may have to actually watch that horrible movie one more time just so I can scroll through and find that scene I've been talking about where Michael Keaton's lace front wig is totally sticking out. Like they didn't glue it down or cover it or anything. It's just like sticking out there, and it just bothers me. Like if they're not giving enough attention to detail on the wigs, ugh, bad choices were made. Bad choices were made. But I'm hoping it's a brand new day for Superman the movie. I hope it's really, really good. I do. Halfway point. Ooh, thank you. Helpful. You're saving me hours of my life. I appreciate you, Kino. God bless you, sir. Doing the Lord's work. That's really all I got for you guys today. I'm glad we're all kind of on the same side here with the Tom Cruise malarkey. If you have any last minute question, comments, or emotional outbursts, please leave it in the chat below. Please leave it in the chat below. Because it's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. I was just a couple days ago old when I realized Rebecca Black is still making music and she's touring with Katy Perry. Fernando says, when the Snyder Bros get over themselves about Henry Cavill and Snyder not in the DCU, or when will the Snyder Bros get over themselves about Henry Cavill and Snyder not in the DCU? I was listening to Still Nation the other day, and he's still talking about all that happened. God love him. I do love Sil, but he and I do disagree on that. I like Zack Snyder. I like his work, some of it. But I'm not like Scarlett O'Haraing over the DCEU or any of that. And I did not care for the Rebel Moon movies. Did not care for them. They felt pretentious, like they tried too hard. Too much dialogue that, I mean, you could read it, but should you say it? Do normal people talk like that? I didn't care for the Rebel Moon movies at all. Kino says, optimistic, but not sold on Gunn's Superman yet because of failed marketing. We the fans were robbed. Restore the Snyderverse. God love you. I wish there would have been more. I do. But there's really no going back at this point. Deranged Lunatic says, they didn't watch the Flash movie. I couldn't bring myself to see it. I hear you there. I watched it because I wanted to make an informed opinion, and I'm a critic. I write reviews. So, but if there's anything else, tell me in the chat below. I've got some farming I gotta go do. Gotta go take care of some baby plants in my new orchard. I can see it from my studio. I got a window over there, and it looks out on my new orchard. I'm so excited. I love it. I'm so happy. I hope you guys have a good weekend. If you're looking for stuff to listen to or watch, I dropped a new breakdown. There's rumor that Denzel Washington is going to be playing Achebe in the Black Panther 3 movie that Marvel is working on. And I wanted to know more about that character, so I did a breakdown on Achebe. And he's like this kooky, crazy, out of his mind cross between Hannibal Lecter and a Bond villain and the Joker. He's absolutely insane. So I did a breakdown of it. It dropped yesterday. Go check it out. It's right there on the channel. If you want to help support the channel, the best way to do it is the easiest and the freest. And all you got to do is hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy content. Also, like Rose said earlier, there's this QR code right here. I cannot do this show without you guys. I cannot financially keep the show running without support from you guys, and I appreciate it so very much. You have no idea. All you have to do is scan that QR code right there. It takes you to this link right here, buymeacoffee.com/comicsandmua, and you can tip me a little or as much as you like, but all proceeds go to help pay for the software to keep me on the air, so to speak. You can also use Cash App. Sure can. There's Cash App. Or you can join the official Nerdling Army, like Nerdling First Class Kino and Nerdling First Class Backyard TARDIS. That's right. There's 3 different tiers starting as little as $3 a month, and you get outtakes, behind the scenes, extra exclusive content, the exclusive Nerdling Army chat, and the exclusive Nerdling Army merch, which you get every 3 months for the first year of your membership. So, if you're interested, check it out. I put up what I'm working on with the comic book, with my book, when I get time to do it. Everything hits Patreon first. Just go to patreon.com/comics and for more information. I'm also sponsored by Cora's Vault. Cora's Vault is a super cool website that is exclusively superhero collectibles and merch. And if you use my link and my code, you get 10% off. That's right. So go to corasvault.com/comics and use code comics and for 10% off today. Yeah, I am a member of the Red 5 Network. We are a collective of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators that absolutely are so passionate about this stuff and so knowledgeable. All you have to do is go to red5bio.link. I don't know where it went. There it is. red5.bio.link to find more of your podcasts and content creators powered by the Red 5 Network. Yes, sir. Yes. Oh, hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Deranged Lunatic. But that's it, guys. That's all. I hope you have a phenomenal weekend. I will be back on Monday, and you might want to keep your eyes out, because even though she's retired,
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you!